And we're not gonna let them send Harry over the seas. We'll fight for Harry Bridges and build the CIO. I learned about what happened in 1934 because Woody Guthrie and I and some others were singing in New York. We called ourselves the Almanac Singers. Lee Hayes, the songwriter who wrote If I Had a Hammer, he was a member of the group. And Millard Lampell, who later on became quite a well-known script writer in Hollywood. But we got a request to make up a ballad about Harry Bridges. So I had to learn a little Union history. This was 1941, some 8 years later, I guess. 7 years later. And it seems that Harry Bridges was, although he was not legally a citizen, at least they claimed he wasn't, he sailed over from Australia. He was a seaman, but he liked it in San Francisco, just got married, started to raise a family, and was a good union leader. Could speak well, even though he spoke Australian. And so they decided to have a general strike of some sort. I mean, not just 5,000 or 10,000 men, but more like hundreds of thousands. And the police landed on them just like the stormtroopers landed on people in Germany. And a whole batch of people were wounded, and 2 were killed. The song says, 100 men wounded and 2 were left to die. Oh, the FBI is worried, the bosses, they are scared. They can't deport 6 million men, they know. That's how many were in the CIO, 6 million Americans. Wow. And we're not gonna let them send Harry over the seas. We'll fight for Harry Bridges and build the CIO. And it was a good song. And a few months later, we went out west, the Almanac Singers. We got a second-hand car, and the 4 of us sang for unions in Ohio and Illinois and Wisconsin, and then in Colorado, and I think even in Utah. And then we arrived, I think it was in Oakland or Berkeley. It was on the east side of the bay, and we were scheduled to sing at a longshoremen's meeting. And when we walked in there, they were muttering, "Oh, we got work to do. What are these hillbilly singers here?" But Harry says, "Men, I think you'll be interested in what you hear." When we sang that song, we got an ovation. I think we had to sing it twice. And on our way up the aisle, on our way out, they slapped Woody Guthrie on the back so hard they nearly knocked him over. He was a little guy, about 5'4". That was our introduction to the West Coast.